Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early. It's 4 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I had not planned on doing this video. I already downloaded a video this Monday morning. I downloaded the Aaron Carter video. I had it all set to go because I got an extremely busy day today. I got to bring my Honda in for a recall. The axle breaks and the car just starts rolling. Yeah, so I got to bring the car in real early this morning. So I had a video all set to go. But I came across this story. And I don't like coming on here and doing, acting like an amateur reporter, you know, just talking about a story that I read and reading it to you guys and then putting the link down below. I like putting my own spin on it, talking about things that have happened in my life, my experiences, my own spin. But in this case, I'm going to tell you guys this story because I did not see this story on a lot of media sites. It's about a guy that got fired for flipping off NOEM KRISTI, and not in a blatant way. You guys will probably see the thumbnail before you even watch this video. It's a very low-key, man. You could, you know, honestly, if he was dishonest, he could have denied that he ever flipped this person off. Really, he could have easily denied it was just you know, it was like one of these things or something. But you know, he didn't. He was honest about it, and he got fired. The reason I'm talking about this too is I feel a kinship. I share a background with this guy. All right, let me tell you a whole story here. This is in Chamberlain, South Dakota. It's a small town of about 2,500 people. Chamberlain, South Dakota. It's the Main Street Cafe. The general manager is Margie Allen. Okay, Governor NOEM KRISTI came in there and was doing a meet and greet and, you know, meeting customers and all that. And as she was leaving with her entourage, one of the other workers there, a lady, said, "Goodbye, KRISTI." And the governor spun around and didn't grab the lady that said goodbye, but she grabbed Stephen Monto by the arm and didn't even ask. This is his version of the story. Didn't even ask, and just said, "Hey, let's take a photo shoot. Let's take a photo with you." So, you know, Stephen Monto is very concerned with tribal matters. He votes for whatever's best for Native Americans. That's by his own admission. He votes for what's important for Native Americans, and he does not believe Governor KRISTI NOEM is good for them. So, in a spur-of-the-moment thing, he kind of, he's got his hand down by his belt buckle, and she's standing next to him, and another worker, I think it's another worker standing there, probably the worker that said, "Bye, KRISTI," was standing on this side. And he's got his finger, you know, kind of want to, you know, just a casual flip-off. And nobody noticed it. The picture went up on KRISTI NOEM's page, and it was taken down shortly after when they noticed this. Now, here's the thing. By this general manager's own admission, she said the reason she called him, he was going back to work on a Sunday, and he wasn't scheduled. Then she called him out and back and basically told him he's fired. The reason she told him that he's fired is because she kept having a lot of customers calling complaining, and she specifically said that these customers were worried that he was going to spit in their food because he doesn't like KRISTI NOEM. You know, and this bothers me because Republicans, like with Elon Musk and everything that's going on now, freedom of speech. Everybody has their freedom of speech, and it really appears to me that what they mean is you got to have the right-wing freedom of speech. So the general manager got a lot of calls, and she decided to fire him. Now, here's the version she gives. She says that it's not about politics at all. She says, you know, he did this on company property, on company time. If he just stood on the sidewalk and did this, she would have had no problem with it. But since he was standing in front of on the restaurant property, then he shouldn't treat customers like that. That was what she told other people. But she told him it was because she kept getting calls from Republican Trump supporters saying they wanted him fired and making up this thing about the food, being scared of what might happen to their food, which sounds really ridiculous to me that they would just make something like this up off the top of their heads. So he lost his job, and he's been rehired. He's got a GoFundMe page. He was trying to raise $3,000. He's raised twice that now. He's got a job, and everything's good, but he's looking into suing. And I don't blame him one bit. And shortly thereafter, he posed with Jamie Smith, who is also Native American. He's running for governor. He's running against KRISTI NOEM. And so I'll probably use the two pictures of the Democrat gubernatorial candidate, the Native American man, and the picture of Stephen Monto flipping off KRISTI NOEM. Like I said, I feel a kinship with Stephen Monto, not just because of the Native American part, but I see his last name, Monto. And to me, it sounds French-Canadian, which I'm French-Canadian and Native American Mi'kmaq tribe from here on the East Coast. And to me, it just looks like the right-wing, claiming they always want freedom of speech, but the right kind of freedom of speech. And this guy seemed, to me, it looks like he was just disposable because some Trump supporters complained they were scared about their food, what might happen to their food with this bad man working there. And it really ticks me off. So I just wanted to tell you guys this story. The link will be down below. You guys could read it yourselves. It bothered me. It really ticked me off. Especially this freedom of speech aspect. It's all about saying whatever anything you want, no matter how ridiculous or conspiracy theory orientated it is, unless it's against Trump or the right wing, or as long as it's right wing orientated, then you can say whatever you want. Yeah. Anyway, the link will be down below. You guys have a great Monday. I got to go bring my car in. Take it easy.